Welcome to the channel. I'm Ricky Myers, and this is the one and only golden age of hard rock. And for today's episode, we're going to be talking a little bit about Iron Maiden. So, hey, first let's kick it off with the glass I'll be using today is my Hard Rock Cafe from London. Went to London last year with the family and had a great time. And today's beer is the Brew Dog Iron Maiden IPA Hellcat. So the Hellcat IPA is a collaboration between Brew Dog Brewing in Columbus, Ohio, and Bruce Dickinson's Trooper line of beers. And they've gotten together to create this nice IPA. I've had plenty of these. I keep this one on regular rotation here at my house, and I already know it's going to be a good one. So cheers, mate. All right, so hey, let me go over this one with you real quick. Picked this one up last week in Charleston, South Carolina, and it's Iron Maiden's Best of the B-Sides. And yeah, 2 discs, $30, well worth the money. I've been listening to that thing all week and love the cover of the Montrose song, I've Got the Fire. That, Space Station Number 5, they do a cover of UFO's Doctor Doctor, plus you get versions of Paul Di'Anno songs with Bruce Dickinson vocals on them. Just good stuff, man. So let's jump into today's video. Now let's talk about the Iron Maiden debut EP, the Soundhouse Tapes. Before there were any Iron Maiden albums, there was the Soundhouse Tapes EP. This thing had 3 songs on it. On side 1, you had the song Iron Maiden, and on side 2, you had Invasion and Prowler. Let me see if I can throw up a photo of this thing. The Soundhouse Tapes EP is considered to be the holy grail for collectors of all things Iron Maiden. Now, there were only 5,000 copies made of this EP. The songs are rough. They were taken from a demo that was made in Cambridge at Spaceward Studios in 1978. And the purpose for making the demo, not the EP, was to help the band get gigs in London. So fast forward a year later, the band decides to release the EP themselves while waiting for their record deal to kick in with EMI Records. The Soundhouse Tapes EP was released on November 9th, 1979, and it was available by mail order from the band with something like 3,000 copies were sold in the first week, and of course it didn't take much after that before the thing was sold out. No further copies were ever made of the EP because the band began recording the debut album the following month in December of '79. This sucker is extremely rare and it's expensive if you can even find a copy of it. But one recently sold on eBay. Let's take a look at this. Check this out. On March 6th, 2024, a copy of the Soundhouse Tapes EP sold for $1,743, and it had 45 bidders, $14 shipping from Sweden. So Push Kings out of Sweden had themselves a very nice payday with this EP. And of course, the flip side of that is that an Iron Maiden fan somewhere picked up a rare piece of Maiden history, being that it's just one of 5,000. Looking at the back of the cover, if you can't see this text, I'll read it, but it says, "Every so often, one special band emerges from the masses of untried and unknown hopefuls which fill the streets of the rock world. Iron Maiden is just one such band, bringing with their emergence a style of rock music so hard, gritty, and honest in its delivery that only success can justify their hard toil. The tracks on this EP were the first ever recorded by the band, and they are the authentic, unremixed cuts taken from the demo tape recorded at Spaceward Studios in Cambridge on December 30th, 1978, and subsequently submitted to me in the Soundhouse a week later. After one hearing, it was obvious that Iron Maiden would become one of the leaders of present-day heavy metal, combining the sort of talent and hard drive that the music world must not ever ignore. Signed, Neil K. Well, guys, somebody paid $1,700 for an Iron Maiden EP. Hell, I paid $30 for an Iron Maiden CD. I've got an Iron Maiden beer. It's just an Iron Maiden world out there, and we're all part of it. Until next time, up the irons.